All right, guys, so last week we worked only on Google Drive, and this week we're going to focus on using Google Docs. Now, I know you've used this many times before, but I wanted to show you a really great tool to use, and that is that Google Docs actually has a bunch of different templates that you can use as a starting point for a lot of different things. So our goal today is to create a resume for a potential employer. So eventually you're going to think of a job you'd like to do, whether it's now, high school, or after college, and you are going to pretend that you are creating a resume to give to that person who will eventually hire you. So the first step today is to go and look at the templates. So what you'll do is you will go to your Google Docs. You can do this a different ways. I like to go to docs.google.com, and you'll have to sign in if you're not already signed in. And now down at the bottom, you'll see all of my docs, okay? However, up at the top, if you're on Google Docs, you will see a template gallery. If you click up here, it will expand and you'll see different sections and lots of different options. So these are all education, like if you have to do a science fair or a book report, there's a lot of great options you can use if you're taking notes in class. Another section is letters. So if you need to compose a letter for class or for life, you can use these templates. If you are making a resume, which we are today, you can choose one of these. There's some personal things like recipes, pet resumes, which I didn't know was a thing, but apparently when you're renting houses and stuff, landlords require you to have a pet resume if you have a pet. Very interesting. And then just a bunch of random proposals, brochures, newsletters, etc. So this is a really good tool to use, and you need to know how to work it. So today you are going to choose a resume. There are 5 different options. I truly don't care which one you do. They all have the same sections and information. So I'm just going to choose this one, the spearmint one. When you click it, it will make a copy into your drive, and now you can edit that resume. So as you can see, there's a template here, and all you have to do is type in your stuff. So your requirements for your resume are to follow the step-by-step instructions so that you can give me a resume. So you'll notice you just fill it out. So you'll type in your name, what the job is. So mine, maybe I want to be a teacher, or maybe you want to work at, I don't know, Baskin Robbins, or you want to be an architect. I don't care. Choose a job, whether it's a high school, college, or post-college, and you're going to create a resume for that. That means your resume needs to be tailored to those skills and that experience that that job requires, okay? You're going to fill out your address, your city, your state, your phone number or email, one or the other or both. Now, skills. Give me 3 or more sentences about the skills you have that would help you in this job. I'll show you my example in just a second, but all you do is click and then start typing. Blah, blah, blah. So, for example, I have my name. No, that's not my address. That's Holy Trinity's. No, that's not my phone number. I would not give you that. Skills. So I'm thinking teaching-wise. I said, I'm a confident leader who's eager to learn. I have a great deal of experience with children as well. I'm trained in Google Apps for Education, and technology use is one of my strengths. So I'm pretending that I'm applying for this technology position that I have right now. So back on your resume, the next thing after skills is your experience. If you don't have any experience, invent something that's appropriate to the job. So something appropriate for me is that I student taught, or I'm teaching right now. If you want to be an architect, maybe you have interned at an architect firm or something like that. So think of some experiences that may help you with a job. Babysitting if you want to be a teacher, anything like that. Again, if this is something in the future, you can invent something that makes sense. All right, so experience, all you do is delete the stuff and add it in. Okay, so let's say you worked for Holy Trinity Parish School in Louisville, Kentucky, and your job title was secretary. You type in the month, so instead of month, I would say February and then update the dates to the present. This just gives a little overview of what you did at that job. So let me show you my example. So experience, Holy Trinity Parish School in Louisville. I was a 4th grade teacher from January 2013 to the present. I designed and implemented engaging lessons, trained faculty and staff in various technology tools, and a member of the technology committee. Remember, you want your experience to reflect that, yes, I can do this job I'm applying for. I also put my student teaching on there because that also shows some experience. So pretty easy. Now, the next section is education. So list all the schools you've been to. Now, if you're applying for a job in the way future, you can invent where you're going to go to high school, where you're going to go to college, and beyond, and fill that out. So my example, I went to Indiana University. You always want to do the most recent first. So that's where I got my master's in education. I put the dates and what I did. Okay. Then I put UK, because that's where I went before IU, and I got my undergrad in elementary education. So you could list where you are currently if you're applying for a job right now or later on, invent it, up to you. The last section are awards. So down here at the bottom, and again, if you don't have any awards, you can make one up. For example, I said that I did, this is true. I got the dean's list in college and my master's program. So I put that, that's an award. And then I made up an award. I got the Excellence in Teaching Award in 2017, where I was nominated by the administration to receive this award honoring an outstanding teacher. Obviously, that doesn't even exist. So again, if you're doing a job in the future, you can invent an award that you may win. Okay, so again, this is my example, and I will post it. It's posted on the classroom assignment if you need an example. But your goal today is to choose one of the resume templates, and you are going to fill it out for a job you want currently or a job in the future. Yes, it will require some creativity and some thought, but I know that you can do it. So once you finish your resume, I'm going to show you how to turn that resume into me. So you are going to go back to Google Classroom, and once you're on the assignment, make sure you've proofread it so there are no mistakes. That would be very unprofessional to send to an employer. You are going to attach it down here as your work. So you will click Add and look at it from your Google Drive. Okay? It should pop up as the first one. If not, find it. Then highlight it and click Add. And now it will send to me, and I will be able to review all of your resumes. You need to now click Turn In, and that will turn in the assignment, and I will get a notification that you've completed it. It might take a second. Now you'll notice once you've turned it in, your next step is to go to typing.com. So you'll do that after you finish and turn in your assignment. So what to do next? It's your turn to try this. You are going to go to docs.google.com. You are going to choose one of the templates. I don't care which one you pick. Fill out your information. You may need to get creative with it. I trust you can do that. Proofread it, and then go back to Classroom and attach it to today's assignment.